Sometimes in a moment of stillness, I will remember that at one point in my life, I had a full-blown fucking frenemy. I actually have to sit up for the story because it's like kind of fucking scary. We're gonna call this girl Lisa because that's what her parents called her. I'm kidding, that's not her name. I think it's like kind of a universal experience for young women to have a friend that is just like a girl in their life that's just filled to the brim with unbridled malintent. Like, if Lisa sees this, we're good, girl. We're adults now. I'm still scared though. It just makes for a funny video, but some of the stuff you did was fucking crazy. My hope is that like as an adult she can recognize it now. I honestly don't think Lisa's antics were like solely her fault. I think her parents just kind of like consistently took her side in everything always. Sometimes your parents have to tell you that you're wrong. My parents tell me I'm wrong all the time. Lisa and I meet in the 3rd grade. The last time I saw Lisa I was 18. I have to say it was a long-standing frenemy situation. But she had this dynamic with like so many people. Again, she had a history of being kind of manipulative and sneaky and, you know, not having the best intentions. Kind of popped around from friend group to friend group. In middle school, Lisa and I babysat as a duo. I don't understand why. I don't get the logic behind it necessarily. The parents would sometimes hire, I think there were like 2 11-year-olds, makes a 22-year-old technically. One night we're babysitting this family and she goes and puts the kids to sleep. And then she comes back and I'm like, how was it? Did they go down easy? And she was like, yeah, but the middle child girl wants to talk to you before she goes to sleep. Like she said she wants me to send you back. So I walk to the bedroom and I walk in and the girl's asleep. Not even 30 seconds after she had told me that she wanted to talk to me. So I was like, that's weird. Okay, whatever. I go back to the kitchen where I had plugged in my phone and Lisa's in the bathroom and my phone's not there. I'm sure you think you know where this is going and you're kind of right, but it gets a lot more layered. I spend like 15 minutes tearing apart the fucking living room, the kitchen. I cannot find my phone. I know I plugged it in next to the toaster, but I'm very type B. And so even if I like am certain that I did something, I will doubt my own memory like it's my job. That kind of thing, something going missing is always my fault. A complete stranger could tell me that they lost the remote in their house and I would like honestly be like, there's a chance I have something to do with that. Anyway, I can't find my phone, so I go and knock on the bathroom door and I was like, Lisa, what the fuck are you doing in there? I lost my phone, bro. Like I cannot find my phone. Like please come help me find my phone. She comes out of the bathroom, she's helping me look for a little bit. And then she's like, you should check the kids' room. And I was like, I didn't bring it there. She was like, right, but you should just check. So I go back, I check the kids' room, it's not there. I go back to the kitchen and I was like, it's not there. And she was like, I know, because I found it. And she had it in her hands. And I was like, where the fuck was it? And she was like, by the toaster. And I was like, I checked by the toaster. And she was like, yeah, I guess it just slipped behind the toaster. It was behind the toaster. And I was like, I guess I didn't lift up the toaster, but type B, yeah, sure. It wasn't like that unbelievable. There's been times in which I've lost my phone and it's been in the refrigerator for 2 hours. Like we go home, everything's good. We have plans to get lunch the next day. We're very good friends. I'm getting ready for lunch. I'm sitting at my desk. I don't have my phone. It's on my bed. I'm doing my makeup, but I do have my iPad. I was listening to music and so I was like, oh, I need to text Lisa, so I'll just do it on my iPad. I pull up iMessage and I'm like scrolling through the chats to find her name. I find her name and under it says that I had sent like 130 images. I don't know if it was exactly 130, but it was like in the hundreds. It was a lot. So I was like, when the fuck did I do that? And I click on it and this is when it gets a little scary. It was like weird. It was weird stuff. I'm not gonna act completely innocent. I was a middle school girl. Of course there was like a few things on my phone of me saying negative things about her, but they weren't overwhelmingly negative. They were just like, there are other people messaging me and being like, hey, I don't know if you know her, like we know her, like we used to be really close friends with her and she's very manipulative and like a little scary. Me being like, okay, I'll keep that in mind, but I think she's sweet. Or like she had a really weird habit of talking about my body. I'm an 11-year-old girl at the time. Stuff like that I should be wearing push-up bras and that like I should be wearing more eyeliner and that I should crop my shirt to show my stomach. There were times in which I texted people frustrated being like, why Lisa trying to slut me out? Like, did anybody else notice that Lisa low-key a pin? Like, then there was other things that just made no sense for her to be screenshotting and sending to herself, like selfies of me, random pictures of myself, text messages with my mom that had like no substance. Like, why are you screenshotting that and sending? It's like a conversation with my mom about like my grades. And then there was other things, like I had friends outside of our school because I did sports outside of our school, and I also just like had friends from the neighborhood that I grew up with that didn't go to our school, and like they would text me about plans or like a birthday party, and she screenshotted future plans with people that she doesn't know at all and sent it to herself. And I was like, what, are you gonna show up? You don't know these people. And we're 11. And so I asked her, like, what is all of this? And she's like, what's all of what? And I was like, I'm on my iPad, dummy. Why did you send yourself half of my fucking camera roll? Like, I'm not kidding. She responds, oh, right. Yeah, I forgive you. This is when I was like, uh-oh. This chick's a little nutty. Like, I was like, you forgive me? Like, yeah, I'm sure some of those things weren't super nice to read, but you weren't meant to read them. And like, I stand by them. But I shouldn't have to explain them to you because they were my private messages. Like, also you sent yourself a bunch of other stuff that like makes no fucking sense. Like, why did you need those selfies of me? Or why did you need a conversation with somebody that you don't know? Or the usernames of like my friend on Snapchat, or like a random conversation with my mom, or my friend's birthday party plans that you don't know. Like random notes app thing. It was just like the weirdest, most random stuff. And she was like, Caroline, I'm already over it. I forgive you. Are we going to lunch or not? And I was like, no, crazy. We are not meeting at Panera Bread and getting Bread Bowls and then going to Starbucks and getting a Frappuccino. Because this is really abnormal behavior. And she was just like, okay, I'll see you at school. And then like came up to me that Monday and acted completely fucking normal. I was like, get the fuck away from me, cuckoo. And unfortunately, like I think 2 years later, we became good friends again. To which she did more crazy shit. But I don't have time to tell those stories in this video. This video is already too long.